I've been in college now for a couple years, and over those years I've taken a variety of classes, but one of my favorite classes was a philosophy class. Now this philosophy class focused on fallacies. We talked about what they are, how they work, and how they can make or break an argument. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, a fallacy is a plausible argument that uses false or invalid references. Basically, the argument itself is sound, but the way you present it isn't. Today we'll be talking about two fallacies, the slippery slope fallacy and the straw man fallacy. My name is Abby Wasserslaven, and today we're going to be talking about what these fallacies are and how they work. Now, in Cederblum and Paulson's book on logic and critical reasoning, they discuss both the slippery slope fallacy and the straw man fallacy. According to these authors, a slippery slope is the concept of, if this is done, then this will happen, and so on. Basically, if A leads to B, and B leads to C, and C leads to D, if D is bad, then inadvertently A is bad as well. It's a series of if-then premises, and if one fails, according to them, all of them fail. For example, now that they're making us register handguns, soon they'll make us register all guns, and if this happens, they'll be able to ultimately take our guns away. And if they start taking our guns away, we'll be set up for a police state. Now, this argument doesn't connect from A directly to D. B and C are there to help guide it. They're linked together. Now, A and D together wouldn't make sense, but the whole thing together does make sense. Basically, a slippery slope gets to be so confusing that the audience just follows it because they don't know any better. Now that you know what a slippery slope argument is, let's talk about a straw man fallacy. Now, Cederblum and Paulson talk about a straw man fallacy as basically making your opinion look strong by making the opposing opinion look weak. You're not focused on using facts or data to back your opinion. You're focused on making the other opinion look bad. You want to discredit the other side. For example, our congressman opposes an argument that could limit carbon emissions. Obviously, he must think that climate change doesn't exist. Now, this argument in itself is crazy, and it's something that no one would really believe. But because you make the other side look crazy, people automatically want to believe what you're saying. Now, fallacies can make or break your argument, and if you use them, they actually will break your argument. They distract the audience, and they stop paying attention to what exactly you're saying, and instead they just pay attention to what you want them to think. So when you're creating your persuasive speech, use real facts, real examples. Don't create an argument based on a bogus amount of if-thens. And don't focus on making the other side look bad, as easy as I know it is. Focus on making your opinion matter and make sense to the argument.